Travis, 401ks have proven to become a secure and reliable savings vehicle for many, especially with the current landscape where pensions are becoming less common as a company benefit for people. The increased adoption of automatic enrollment, though, has further bolstered the appeal of these 401k plans, encouraging more people to save in them because of that auto enrollment. For instance, among the 1,500 employer plans that Vanguard oversees or services, 59% auto enroll new hires in 2023.
Yeah.
That's up 34% from a decade ago.
Yeah, so that's moving in the right direction.
It is.
Yeah.
It's great.
So auto enrollment, like you said, Steve, it's a fantastic feature of 401ks. Additionally, auto escalation offers, the flexibility to adjust your saving strategy over time. So auto enrollment might start you out at say 6% of your paycheck being contributed to your 401k, and then increase that level by 1 to 2% per year until you reach, say, a threshold of 10% is pretty common.
Yeah.
So you can think of it almost like a retirement savings on autopilot for people who might find this too complicated or don't want to deal with it.
Yeah, and as you know, Travis, people, if they don't see it in their paycheck, they won't spend it.
They won't spend it. So it's a good habit to get into.
It
But
really is.
another thing to point out with auto enrollment or auto escalation, employees can always opt out if they want to. So it gives them full control over their plan. However, Steve, with increased balances in 401ks, it's also highlighted another trend, and that's 401k loans and 401k early hardship withdrawals.
Yeah, Travis, according to Vanguard, a record number of 401k participants took early withdrawals in 2023. Overall, 3.6% of plan participants did so last year. That is up from 2.8% in 2022. Pre-pandemic, the average was right around 2%.
So it's almost doubled.
It's almost doubled.
Yeah.
That's not a good trend.
No.
The IRS allows withdrawals for hardship related reasons, preventing evictions, medical bills, paying medical bills, and making sure they're paying their tuition bills. But remember, people who take these early withdrawals from their 401ks, they're going to have to pay the taxes on that, plus potentially a 10% penalty tax, which if you're below 59.5, that penalty tax, and if you're a 30% tax bracket and you add that 10%, 40% of your money is just gone.
Yeah, something for you to start thinking about as you get up there.
How is it that I'm almost 50, but I'm in my 50s, but when I turn 50, now I'm in my 60s?
For you, we round up.
Round up.
Yeah,
okay.
so.
I want to make sure I'm understanding this correctly.
Yeah. So not to sound like a broken record here, Steve, but much of this has to do with inflation that we've seen over the recent years. The rising costs of rent, groceries, and childcare. I mean, it continues to weigh on people. Of those that took that hardship distribution you talked about last year, 40% of those were to avoid foreclosures on their homes.
That's scary.
Yeah. So hardship withdrawals, but then 401k loans are another option. Generally, people can borrow at a lower cost than we see in this interest rate environment. And you can borrow up to $50,000 or half of your 401k balance, whichever is less, as long as the plan allows it.
Right.
However, these loans have various caveats to be aware of that we're not going to go into in detail here. So the bottom line, 401k plans offer options to people beyond just simply saving for retirement. However, tapping your 401k for loans or hardship distributions, I would consult with your advisor before you do that, because have them help with that decision, because it might help you avoid potential headaches down the road that you might not be thinking about.
Yeah, the ramification of potentially having to pay that loan back if you depart from service from that employer. That's just one.
If you don't pay it back,
it's penalized.
Yeah, it's penalized.
So your income goes up a lot that year, which throws you probably into another tax bracket. Like you said, we could go on and on there. But this has been great, Travis. I look forward to it next week.
Look forward to it as well.
All right.